Hey Internet, Eric here. Welcome to the end of Jurassic July. What I've been doing for the month, if you're new to this channel, is well, first off, if you're new to this channel, welcome. Every month I have a specific theme for things I'm going to discuss, unless I have a live stream planned. For example, January was Jean-Claude Van January, nothing but Jean-Claude Van Damme movies. Marvelous, what was it? Was it Marvelous May or Marvelous March? Either way, no, it was Monstrous March, so that was monster movies. May, Marvelous May, Marvel movies that weren't in the MCU. Jurassic July, nothing but dinosaur movies or TV shows I'm going to be discussing. And an interesting way to end this month. This was an idea of Patrick's from Have Cheetah Will View. He threw this at me and just for a random video for this month, and I thought it would be the perfect way to end the month. Today I'm actually going, it's just bear with me. Today I'm going to discuss the season or the series finale of the TV show Dinosaurs. Now, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I discuss plot, spoilers, specific scenes, what have you. This came out, the series finale came out in 1994, season 4, episode 7, called Changing Nature. Now, if you're some context for the show, this show came out in 1991, ran to 94, and Jim Henson was behind it. The whole people in suits, animatronic mouth, stuff like that. It's basically the Honeymooners, okay? You have the family run by Earl Sinclair. It's a Sinclair family, and he's just this bumbling dad trying to get through life, support his family, awful job, pushing down trees, asshole boss. Voiced by Sherman Hemsley. I can't think, it was JP something, or I don't know. Anyways, he's got a wife, Fran, two kids, Charlene and Robbie, or teenage kids, Charlene and Robbie, and he has a obnoxious baby named Baby, voiced by Kevin Clash, Elmo, Splinter from 1990, Ninja Turtles movies. And it's just basically the Honeymooners, a 20-minute sitcom. Zany stuff happens. The baby was so popular, he caught fire. He was everywhere. He even had a fucking album. And this ran for 4 seasons. And the creators knew that after the 4th season, it was going to be done. So they ended the season in a very, very, very dark way. Now, if you can Google darkest or saddest series finales, this one usually pops up, and it's interesting considering that it was, I don't know if it was the Tuesday night block of shows or if it was TGIF, back in the 90s, but considering it was a family show mostly for kids, like this was like Step by Step, Perfect Strangers, Family Matters, Full House, that whatever that network was. And it was late, dinner time, family TV time type of show, kids, and it ended really dark. All right, basic plot of this is now, Earl. There is a type of flower that comes every year, and it basically, if it is not taken care of, it will engulf the city where the Sinclairs live. But thankfully, every year there is this type of beetle that comes, eats the flowers. The ecosystem is at peace. We go about our merry way. Well, we find out, and it's like a yearly thing. Everybody welcomes the beetles coming in. What happens is the beetles don't show up when prophesized, and Charlene, the teenage daughter, meets one of the beetles, and he needs to go to a swamp so he can procreate with a female beetle, and it's the babies that eat the flowers. She takes him to where the swamp was, and the swamp has been torn down. All the trees are gone. The water is gone. It's been paved over and is replaced by a factory that is making wax fruit by the We Say So Corporation, which is where Earl works. Now, this is a great way to get your political message across. You know what I mean? You should not destroy the earth for some stupid bullshit type of building. Anyways, they find out that all the beetles have been killed by the We Say So Corporation, so there's no way this beetle, who now has a crush on Charlene, and actually the bits are very funny, like him trying to mac on her, he's got no way to mate. There's no way that the flowers will get eaten. And as the show goes on, the flowers are starting to come to life. The vines, they are literally going through all the walls, covering up everything. One is like, looks like it's going to eat the baby, and he's got to bash it with a frying pan type of thing. And it leads to some zany bits. Earl, his most important thing is cutting the vines off the TV and stuff like that. Well, they go to the We Say So Corporation, and he meets with, I don't remember who his boss is. He's not a Triceratops, but he's one of those Triceratops looking dinosaurs. I'm just gonna call him Sherman Hemsley. Goes to Sherman Hemsley. Sherman Hemsley puts Earl in charge of the task force to take care of the problem. Well, he decide to drop some type of acid all over the plants. Kill the plants, everything will be fine. Well, what happens is, of course, and you have, again, it's this formula. Zany thing happens, zany thing happens, zany thing happens. What are we going to do? The acid rain or the acid or whatever it is comes down, destroys all the flowers, the triffids, you'll enjoy that deep cut, that are strangling the town. Well, that acid didn't just kill those flowers, it killed every piece of plant life everywhere. So now they're wondering, okay, how are we going to fix this? Because no plant life, the ecosystem is fucked. Well, again, you're still thinking, goofy sitcom, how are they going to save the day? Well, what are they going to do now? We go back to Sherman Hemsley, and Sherman says, well, we need rain. Rain will help plants grow. We need to create clouds. How do we create clouds? Let's drop some fucking bombs in all these volcanoes and set off a giant rain cloud, fix the ecosystem. Well, we cut to a fun CGI Earth, and you see CGI explosions. And you think everything's fine. Again, goofy sitcom, zany thing, zany thing, zany thing. Don't worry, they'll fix everything. Well, again, we cut to the news. And there's some adult humor. Like, we know that a lot of it's people in suits. It's also Jim Henson type of puppetry. The host of the DNN network instead of CNN, the Dino News Network, his name is Harry Handupme. He is now saying that because as Earl walks in, he's all celebrating and everything. He walks in and he sees the rest of the family, including Grandma. I forgot sassy Grandma, who just hates Earl. They're in winter coats. You find out that all these clouds have just gone into one giant black thick cloud that is now blocking out the sun, and we are getting no heat. Now, more messages, because all Sherman Hemsley cares about is the money. He's like, don't worry about this, just think about all the money we're bringing in fourth quarter, because people are buying We Say So products to do this, to get through life, to do that, to do that. And that's all he cares about. Again, message, corporations, they don't give a shit about who they're destroying as long as it's all about the money. That's smart writing. Well, you find out now that cloud has blocked out the sun, and it probably will not dissipate for millions of years, which means bring it on the Ice Age, baby. And Earl realizes that he fucked up. So we get this message that the main character speaks, and it's done in every one of these type of TV shows, whether it's, Full House, and they have to have a heart-to-heart talk with Michelle or Stephanie about, what's going to happen, or Perfect Strangers, or, again, Family Matters, all that the usual sitcom stuff. But again, this is different because there is no shining light at the end of this tunnel. Earl, because Baby Sinclair is worried. Everyone else is putting two and two together, but Baby Sinclair is worried. Baby Sinclair, I think, is like one. And he's, we'll just move away or we'll be all right, blah, blah, blah. And Earl's talking to him. He's like, well, Daddy, this is me paraphrasing, like, Daddy fucked up. Daddy didn't treat nature as nature should have been treated. All I cared about was technology, the bright, shiny buttons, and I didn't. 1 second, please. Sorry about that. Earl's telling Baby, well, Daddy kind of fucked up. He didn't appreciate nature for what it was. He took nature for granted. He looked at all this technology and all this money and thought it was nice and neat and wonderful, and didn't realize that in the future, nature is what's the most important thing, because without nature, we can't live. And then he asked this he asked like everybody this question, He's like, but there's nothing to worry about. Dinosaurs has been around for, 10 million years. We can't just disappear, can we? And we have this pan over all the family members, and even little baby Sinclair in this cute little, winter coat with the fuzzy stuff around his face, and he's holding a cute little stuffed dinosaur. And then Earl looks out, and outside everything's covered in snow. We pan away from the window. We see the family just scared shitless. We pan to the Sinclair mailbox, covered in mail. Then we pan to the We Say So Corporation. That was a wax fruit company, and that's totally covered. So the snow's getting higher and higher and higher and higher. And then we end with Harry Hand Up Me back on the Dino News Network, and he's just giving his final sign off. He's saying blah blah blah. This is blah 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 blah. And he says good night, and then he looks right into the camera and says goodbye. That's dark shit, man. So we are on, like, say, TGIF, family friendly show. Coffee and Fit, sorry. Family friendly show. You're sitting down there with your kids, with your TV dinners, whatever you're doing, wanting to watch the series finale of Dinosaurs. You've been watching it for 4 seasons now. You're thinking happy-go-lucky, everything's gonna fine, and they're all fucking going to die. That's dark shit, especially when you have teenagers and a 1-year-old infant involved. But again, it's great writing because you're getting your point across. You're being political with not beating yourself over the head with it. Take care of the fucking environment. Take care of the ecosystem. Technology and money isn't as important if you destroy the world by making the money and the technology, because no world, you can't enjoy that. So it's such a really good episode. Now, I don't know if I can go back and enjoy the goofy shit of Dinosaurs, but I will say this: Changing Nature, the series finale of Dinosaurs, is really well written, really well acted with the voices. The people in the suits are okay. It's just them, throwing their hands around. But the message is great. There is some funny bits. Earl's buddy Roy, his coworker Roy, he's funny in the background with a couple bits he says. Yeah, it's a very dark, sad, bleak ending to what was a very popular show. Like I said, I don't know if I can go back and watch the goofy shit. I don't know if that would hold up, but I highly recommend revisiting Dinosaurs, the series finale, just to see the good writing, to see the good voice acting performances, and getting the message. You know what I mean? It's really well done. So yeah, good job, Patrick. This was a great idea. I was worried that I wouldn't enjoy it, but I did. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. I hope you all enjoyed Jurassic July. I wanted to pump more out, but like I said in my Cadillacs and Dinosaurs video, it's been too fucking humid. Can't get it as much done as I want to. Anyways, like and subscribe. Comment below. Tell me, did you watch Dinosaurs growing up? I did. What did you think of the series finale? And it's weird because even though this was the series finale, I don't know why Wikipedia has this and other things going after it. The website I watched this on, because it's not streaming anywhere for free, but I found it. This was uploaded as like episode 4 instead of episode 7 as it should be. I don't know. Anyways, this is a series finale. What did you think of this bleak ending? Did you expect it? Is it as dark as people say? Do you not care? Comment below. Tell me what you think. Click the bell. Coming up next month is Ass Kicking August. Nothing but over-the-top action films. So that's going to be Stallone, Van Damme, Schwarzenegger. I got some Jackie Chan scheduled. Yeah, it's going to be fun. And then, I don't know the date off the top of my head, but you can go to my YouTube channel and look under live streams. I have my 10-year anniversary stream planned for next month. 10 years on YouTube. It's been an interesting trip, man. I've made some good friends. I've had some interesting falling outs. I've dealt with the Corey Feldman cult, William Pattison. A lot of stuff's going to be talked about. Don't know if I'm going to have guests. I might throw out some invites. Who knows? Yeah, going to be a lot of fun. Don't know how long it'll be, but hope to see you guys there for my 10-year anniversary stream. So yeah, that's it. July is over. See you next month for Ass Kicking August. Cheers. My button's not going to fucking work, of course. Too human, I can't get this thing to stop.